Hey everybody, this is Jim, and today I'm going to show you about the Markdown section. The Markdown section is useful to add text to your apps. And what makes Markdown attractive is that it lets you create text that looks great on any device that's being displayed, whether it's a phone or a tablet or even on a computer. It formats the text pretty nicely. So let's get started and show you how it works. So the first thing you need to do is add a Markdown section. So I click on the Add section, click on Markdown, and it added a section here at the bottom. What I want to do is add some a welcome text at the top of my app. So let me move it up here between the logo and the gallery, but you can't see it over here in the visual design yet because we haven't added any text yet. So let's go into the Markdown Editor and show you how it works. Okay, so the top left up here is the usual stuff which you should be familiar with. The top right talks about what Markdown is, and if you're interested in Markdown, there's two documents you can click on, which is websites that talks about what the Markdown syntax is and how you can use it if you just want to type in the raw syntax yourself. But you don't need to do that with MyPhotoApp because we have this handy little editor window. So on the bottom, we have on the left-hand side where you type in your text, and on the right, it'll show you what it looks like formatted. So let me just start typing some text. So let's say I'm going to have welcome. Welcome. This is your own personalized app. Be sure to share it with your friends. Alright, so here's a little text here at the top. And you can see what I've typed over here left gets echoed to the right. It's pretty much the same because I haven't formatted it at all. So let's format it. One thing I want to do is make this welcome pretty large and make it like a header. Well, fortunately we have this thing called a heading up here. So we have two ways to format the text. We can either type in the Markdown syntax, which are special characters over here in the left-hand window, or we can just use this to help us. So let me click highlight when I want to be the header. Let me click on heading, and you'll see that it does pound, 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 welcome. Now the pounds are the special symbol that tells Markdown that you want to turn something into a header. The more pounds you have, the smaller the header is. So let me get rid of one of these pounds by deleting it. And you'll notice that it gets a little bit bigger here on the left. Let me get rid of one more. And that gets really large. So let's leave, that looks pretty good. So we'll have welcome. And then I'm going to have this is your own personalized app. Be sure to share it with friends. And let's bold own personalized app. So the way I can do a bold is I can use this B up here to bold it. So let me highlight your own personal app and make it bold. And the Markdown syntax is what you want, whatever you want bolded, you put 2 stars around it and close it with stars or asterisks. So we have 2 asterisks in the front and 2 asterisks in the back, which it automatically did for me. And there it goes. You can also type in these syntax yourself, like let me bold friends, and I can put 2 star there, and if you'll see it just put stars over here on the right because it doesn't know it's encased yet, and then put 2 stars on the right, and there you go, it's bold. You got some other options. You can italicize things. You can put headings in here, which we've already shown. If you want to put a link in here, you can highlight this and make this a link. You can add an image. You can put lists in here. You can center your text. Let's say I want to put here. I'll just put centered text, and I can just highlight when I want centered and click on the center, and there you go. See, it's centered over here, and these arrows are the syntax to show it's centered. And the last thing we can do is add a table. Let me show you how the table looks. And the table sort of looks like a table over here on the right with these vertical bars and so forth, and it formats it into a really nice looking table here on the right. So if I want to add a column 3, I can put COL3, and you can see it starts adding it over here, and then put the dashes, and it doesn't sort of matter. It's sort of freeform how you add this stuff. And then let's put, I don't know, R1C3 for row 1, column 3, R1C4, and so forth. So that's pretty much what Markdown is and how easy it is to add it. Once you're happy with what this looks like, you can click Save, and you'll notice right over here on the app it comes in. Now, one thing I'm seeing here is now that I've seen it on my app, is this is sort of touched up to where my gallery is going to be. So the way to solve that is simply go in here and give it a bottom margin of, I don't know, 10 pixels, and click Save, and now we got some spacing. So that's pretty much how Markdown works. If you have any questions, you can click on this little help down here and search for your text, and if you can't find anything, you can always open a support ticket. Thanks!